Firstly, I think, and this really applies to all sectors, it's positioned water in our national decision making with a level of prominence that's required. If you think about the natural infrastructure that underpins our economy and our very way of life in this country, we're in the driest continent in the world, so the way we manage water is absolutely critical to our future well-being. So the National Water Initiative's been absolutely critical in placing water at the centre of decision-making across all levels of government. And over a long period of time, I think it's really worth bearing in mind that across electoral cycles, not just in one jurisdiction but in 9, it's very easy to lose track of long-term reforms. So the role of an agreement committed to by all governments and overseen by an independent commission is absolutely crucial in achieving long-term outcomes. First of all, it's critical that we actually stay the course. As I was saying, the long-term requirements of managing a really scarce but very variable resource across such a huge landmass as Australia does require long-term vision, and it requires continual innovation. So we need to make sure that we're continuing to invest in research, in monitoring, in evaluation, and in communicating where we're up to with the community. And that's been one of the crucial functions of the National Water Initiative and the Commission to date. I think, secondly, the biggest unaddressed question in Australia, and it really is a blight on all of us, is the question of Indigenous water rights. We as a nation have not properly addressed that question. There's some progress being made in certain jurisdictions, and certainly the community awareness of the issue is a lot further forward than it was in previous times, due to, in particular, the leadership of the Aboriginal community. However, you can't say today that there is a clear right to the use and enjoyment and management of water that is held by Aboriginal people around the country. Thirdly, I think we really need to focus on innovating and incentivising best practice in the way that we manage environmental water, particularly in places like the Murray-Darling Basin that are highly regulated. The whole notion of managing environmental water actively is a relatively new concept. We've got a lot to learn. We need to invest in monitoring. We also need to leave our water managers enough room to innovate, to take risks, to get it wrong occasionally and learn from getting it wrong, so that we can figure out the best ways to efficiently and effectively deliver environmental outcomes from that water.